Hello and welcome to highlights of stage 6 of the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift from Clermont-Ferrand to AMBERT. Alison Jackson in good spirits as always, but it's Kim Lecourt that took a 18-second lead over Pauline Ferrand-Prévot into the stage, 23 seconds to Demi Vollering. Kim Lecourt taking the stage yesterday ahead of Vollering and Van der Breggen, but we are in the massive Centrale today as we head into the mountains, 123.7 kilometers, 2,475 meters of climbing. Our first Cat 1 climb at Côte d'Ivoire, then the Col du Chancet, the bonus sprint climb at Val-Sivière, and then the descent down to AMBERT. Everything on paper looked like a day for the breakaway, and the first big day where we really expect the GC riders to come out to play. Elise Chabet in the polka dot jersey at Queen of the Mountains. She was the first attacker of the day. We had a leading group of 20 that was whittled down further to 12. But with the presence of Chabet in the break, who started the day 12th overall at 1 minute and 19 seconds, the peloton were having none of it, and they weren't letting the FDJ Suez rider go too far up the road. Chabet had taken the green jersey sprint early on in the day ahead of Pfeiffer Georgi and Liana Lippert. She took the first Queen of the Mountains point, and then Brodie Chapman took it back on the Queen of the Mountains climb number 2. We were heading towards the final 50 kilometers of the race. We would have the Cat 1 climb of the Col du Béal, the summit coming with 44.5 kilometers to go. Lorena Wiebes in the green jersey. She was a day of survival for the sprinter, but she was leading that classification with 208 points ahead of Marianne Vos, who had 176. Our yellow jersey, Kim Lecourt, third with 103 points. The breakaway was being reeled in by a peloton that was rapidly diminishing under the pressure on the front. The sprint for the summits, and it was Silke Schmulders battling out with Elise Chabet. These two really have battled out in the first part of this year's Tour de France Femmes for that Queen of the Mountains polka dot jersey. Chabet led over the top. It was Justine Herrera, last year's Queen of the Mountains, who took the points from the group behind. On the descent, kaboom time. Cédrine Cabal going on the attack, and with her went last year's winner, Kasia Niewiadoma of the Canyon SRAM Zonda Crypto team. Alarm bells ringing in the peloton behind. Our breakaway was down to 3. Liana Lippert, Elise Chabet, and Soraya Paladin, the main contenders for this year's Tour de France, though, were coming back to them quickly. Cabal and Niewiadoma reeled in with 34.6 kilometers to go. Chabet was looking to try and take as many points as she could. The next attacker would be Shirin Van Anrooy, but that was a short-lived move. Sarah Gigante, MVP yesterday. Pat on the back for Justine Herrera for the work done. Opportunistic move, 32.3 kilometers to go and 3.2 to the summit for Maeva Scribben of UAE ADQ. She crested the summit with 1 minute and 5 seconds over the peloton. Chabet led the peloton over. Silke Schmulders had managed to move up but was blocked momentarily. We headed down the descent, and Scribben's gap was holding fast. We were looking towards the bonus sprint climb, 6, 4 and 2 seconds on offer at the top of the Val-Sivière. Scribben taking the 6 seconds. She's no threat on the general classification. Kim Lecourt in the yellow jersey attacking from the group behind. She took 4 seconds, with Kasia Niewiadoma cresting the summit to take 2. 8.4 kilometers to go, and with every pedal stroke, Maeva Scribben was looking more and more like a winner of today's stage. Sarah Gigante on the front once again, doing a great job for the team of AG Insurance Soudal. We were heading down towards AMBERT through 3 kilometers to go. An attack from the group behind from Juliette Labousse of the FDJ Suez team, the former French champion. We've had one French winner in this Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift, and last year it was Cédrine Cabal that took a stage. Maeva Scribben taking second last year. She was about to see all of her dreams come through. The Breton from Brest, it's Vive la France, Bon Courage, and Maeva Scribben can call herself a Tour de France Femmes stage winner. There's still bonus seconds up for grabs. Cédrine Cabal leading out of the final corner. Juliette Labousse ahead of her. She came home. She took some bonus seconds. She took the 6 while behind. It was a battle between Kim Lecourt and Davy Vollering, with Lecourt edging out Vollering in the sprint. Hugs all round. Understandably, what a race they have had. They finally get some luck. Elisa Longo Borghini, Eleonora Gasparini, Caroline Swinkles all out of the race. They finally get a win. They finally get some joy. And it's Maeva Scribben of France that takes the stage. Scribben ahead of Labousse and Lecourt, with Vollering, Vodacek, Van Papenburg, Ferrand-Prévot, Valieris, Royakas and Petersen, your top 10. What a day for the 23-year-old Breton. Maeva Scribben stands on the top step of the podium, takes the biggest win of her career. Kim Lecourt extends her lead in the Maillot Jaune, 26 seconds ahead of Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. Cassie Nubia-Doma at 30 seconds. Evita Muzik rounding out the top 10, but the Mauritian national champion looking strong in that yellow jersey. Stage 7, 159.7 kilometers tomorrow from Bourg-en-Bresse to Chambéry, 1,950 meters of elevation. Green jersey sprint early on before we have the Côte du Saint-Franc, the Category 4 climb of the Côte du Perlon, and then over the Col de Granier before we descend down into Chambéry. Will the GC be turned on its head? Join us for more action tomorrow from the Tour de France Femmes. Alex White.